14 points, 3 assists, and 2 rebounds. And to have a knockdown shooter like that coming off the bench, a great asset for any coach.
Well, they talk about basketball IQ, Doris, all the time from a point guard and broadcaster perspective. How would you, I'd be interested in this, how would you define it?
You know, I think you can see a player who has played the game from their earliest. Like, I picked the game up at 7 years old when I moved next door to a park. And when you play the game from that young an age, there's just this natural understanding of the nuance of the game. Like, my son has played golf since the time he was 2 years old. He's been on a golf course. There's a nuance, there's a feel for it that you can't teach. It's been developed because it's been a part of who you are for such a long time.
And Rubio kicks to Muhammad. The feed now to Aldridge. Back to Levine. Passes to Towns. And stolen by Parsons. And they're moving it up. Here's Harrison. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Let's take a look at some numbers for Rubio. A very nice season for him last year. 2nd in steals, and of course he was also top 5 in assists. With his court vision, one of the league's premier playmakers.
JaMychal Green, he's checked in for Vince Carter. Here's Towns. That one falls.
Oh, that's a strong finish. And Karl Anthony Towns will go to the line, try to put the cherry on top. You know, I think one thing about Towns that sets him apart is that basically at this young age, no holes in his game, which is sort of remarkable. I mean, I don't think there's very many players in the NBA at his age that can say that. And you think about all of the aspects and facets that he has to his game, virtually every single one of them he's able to do at a high level.
Poked away. Ennis dishes to Parsons. It's good, the assist that time from Ennis.
And guys, give them credit. I mean, they've taken advantage of the turnovers in the open floor.
And Towns does everything so well. At such a young age, Doris. Pass is great. Strong defender. Has no problem playing inside or outside on offense and moves great for his size.
You're right, Kevin. And he doesn't do anything maybe at the best level in the NBA just yet, but when you put the whole package together, boy, it's jaw-dropping, his ability. Everything you want from an NBA player, that's Karl Anthony Towns.
Bjelica, he checks in for Muhammad. Bjelica inside. Covered by Parsons. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Well, Doris, we know so many teams rely on threes and layups. Is the mid-range game still relevant in the league?
It certainly is to a guy like Sean Livingston.
It is indeed.
I mean, that guy specializes in it.
Good example.
Yeah, listen, I like the mid-range. I don't think you can eliminate any of the 3 levels of the game, at the rim, in the mid-range, or at the three-point territory. To me, it's all important.
I wonder if defenders sometimes, though, feel like that's that gray area where they don't know, should I go out? Should I play him only deep? I think sometimes that creates a lot of question. That mid-range game can be equally as effective.
Well, you have so many organizations who philosophically will say we only want point-blank layups or threes. And so if you've come or been exposed to that mindset, it sort of messes with you. I just, in the analytics era, I would say I want balance.
Yes.
Now, I'm not sure how much more we can say about this guy's offensive game. He's so gifted. Plays like that are just simply routine at this point.
And that one's good, Harrison.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
And Rubio kicks to Towns. And the dunk by Towns.
Wow, able to survey over the top of defenses as well as squeeze into tight quarters. Rubio is the consummate playmaker.
Gone a sensational 5 of 5 from the field since the start of the second quarter.
Well, not surprisingly, right? Tom Thibodeau was busy in his, quote, off year. He acted as an advisor to teams with their defensive schemes, helped many of his former colleagues by analyzing what they were doing and ways to improve.
Marc Gasol has checked in for Zach Randolph. shooting has been wild. 76%. That's just unbelievable. Ennis, shot goes down. Very quick possession right there. Ennis has got 4 this quarter. Not many better options than Tom Thibodeau to hear advice from. Essentially, Doris, Tibbs was acting as a consultant there during his off year.
That's a great point, Kevin. One of the teams he helped consult with were the Warriors. A little bit of the rich getting richer when that came to light. But it was beneficial for Thibodeau as well because he picked up an inside look at what some other teams were doing around the NBA.
Stripped it away. To the middle, and Ennis slams it in.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, and he was so quick to break on that one. A good sign that he'd read the play.
And a great job of taking advantage of the steal there to get those easy ones in transition.
Well, you've got to make them pay for being careless with the basketball.
Wing shot on the way. That shot off. Gotten all of their first 6 shots to go in here in the second. What a quarter so far. Tipped away. The drive by Green. The 3 ball. And there's Ennis on the assist from Green. Green's got 4 assists now tonight.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
The 9-foot shot. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. Free throw drops for Green.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
51 seconds left in the second quarter. Feeds to Muhammad. It's stolen by Carter. Down low. Conley gets the bucket. Conley's got 12 points in the game.
Not fazed at all by having a bigger defender on him down low, and I really thought he would be.
Yeah, that's taking the direct approach. He didn't shy away from the size mismatch at all. Just took it right to him.
Jang, the pass to Muhammad. Looking for Jang. He gets it there. 6 on the shot clock. They get it back. And there's the bucket. Staying with it on the offensive glass, getting it done.
Well, the definition of a high percentage shooter. Terrific touch by Gorgui Dieng.
Allen dishes to Gasol. And here's Conley outside. And that's not going to go. And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. The away team delivering the blowout. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Andrew, they shot the lights out in the first half. What has to change?
Get back. Focus on getting back, guarding your man, and not taking these real.
It starts with a man-on-man challenge. Thank you. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson along with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. 1 half completed. Let's break it down. The first half went really well for Mike Conley. He had 12 points, 6 steals, and 2 assists. That, sadly, wraps up the halftime show. The third quarter set to begin in just a few. We'll see you right here, though, after the game, so you have that to look forward to.
Kenny had so much more to say.
Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters. We're seeing a tremendous game from Mike Conley.
I just love the tenacity on the defensive side. I mean, his play on D has been a huge factor for them as he continues to get steal after steal.
You know, he's been incredibly disruptive, and a lot of that due to his great instincts.
been wild. 76%. That's just unbelievable. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. They've got Bjelica. Ricky Rubio is out there with Levine. Then it's Andrew Wiggins. And it's Towns in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Wiggins, that's in, coming off an assist from Rubio. Rubio's got 3 assists in the game. One added pressure, Doris, that Wiggins has that is unique to himself is that he carries most of the weight of Canada's international basketball dreams. He certainly is the best and the brightest for them. He's expected to lead, in fact, the country to a golden age.
For all the players that we have seen come in the league from north of the border, I think Wiggins has the best potential. And I think he's handled the extra pressure with ease. And it might have even helped him mature as a leader for his basketball team.
No hesitation at all on the alley-oop. Saw his teammate with a path to the hoop, and bang, lobbed it right up there for him to finish.
And he was ready for it when he elevated and made the catch. And Rubio kicks to Bjelica. Poked away. They push it up 4 on 3. Conley with it. Guarded now by Rubio.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And it's Conley penetrating. Good for another basket. He's put up 10 shots and made 7 of them.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
It as well as you're going to see, 67%. And Rubio kicks to Bjelica. Conley, the pass to Allen. It's good. Allen's got 12 in the game.
And he is the ultimate when it comes to being a floor leader on the offensive end.
Yeah, I mean, his unselfish play becomes contagious. He inspires them to play true team basketball.
Gasol attacking. That's in, coming off the assist from Parsons. Parsons got his 3rd assist on the night. Levine against Allen. It's stolen by Allen. And here's the break. And then Allen slams it in.
This is a nice third-quarter surge here. They've got it going right now.
And this is definitely the time to do it. I mean, they've got that swagger going right now, knocking down shots, communicating, looking very tough.
Here's Wiggins. Again, Wiggins missing.
And, you know, you can feel the desperation right now. They're starting to lose their composure offensively.
You know, and this is where your leaders need to step up. They need to force a shift in the tide.
Doris, a lot of great young players come into the NBA. Which do you think could be the best in the league in a few years?
Well, I think certainly Anthony Davis comes to mind because of how skilled he is. We were talking earlier about the 5 position, how it's changing. You know, you've got Anthony Davis who's now stretched his range to 3-point. He's got mid-range game. He can go back to the basket. He's dynamic in the open floor and a real presence on the defensive end. I can't wait to see what happens with Anthony Davis.
Boy, somebody taught him well when he was young because his handle's good and he plays almost the position like a point guard.
Yeah, that's a great point. I think that's the key. I think he played that position earlier in his career because he had that great growth spurt. But I think Anthony Davis, you know, it's about the skills certainly, but it's about the work ethic and the IQ, and he's got the whole package.
Smart kid. Knocked away. Towns is doubled. Pass to Bjelica. And a wide open look here for Wiggins. Off target from 3-point range.
He hasn't been able to shoot for a high percentage this quarter, but he's still pushing the action.
Allen kicks to Conley. Here's Parsons, and Parsons slams it in.
Well, the dilemma, Parsons can beat you from outside, and you give up the rim rattle instead.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the 3rd. Allen against Levine. 5 on the clock. Bjelica with the bucket.
You have to love that passing, Kev. Just the right amount of zip on that bounce pass.
The drive by Green.
A bit undersized for that power forward, but boy, does he get in the air so quick. Such great lift.
Inside, here's Wiggins, and it's Wiggins with the jam.
You know, the leaping ability and wingspan of Andrew Wiggins is helping him down.